Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stock market show, Richtech Robotics RR. So this stock, let's work our way down from the quarterly to the daily, and let's talk about what's going on. Up 11%. Unfortunately, I did not buy this on the dip. I did buy BBAI on the dip, and then it pumped on news, and it's just kind of sitting there. So, I bought other stock, not over RR, but quarterly time frame. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe forming a cup, maybe to form a handle. MACD crossover already happened. Let's check the EMAs here. Nothing going on there. Monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, you can see we have plenty of bump and dumps on the way up. It's trending to the upside. What that means is, oh yeah, there's a big resistance level here at 6. You can see here that was a big level back then. The one time we did break above, hold above 6 on the monthly time frame, we did go as far as 12. That happened way back in 2024, so actually not that long ago. So the hype came back into the Richtech, into the robotics sector. Let me see. Oh, that's Rolls Royce. Why Rolls Royce? Why is Rolls Royce appearing on here? Yeah. So this should, in my opinion, start pumping next week, because next week is the week of the exhibitions at the GTC. I believe that's the conference there, and they're gonna. I could be wrong, but it seems like they're hinting at a humanoid robot. So alongside NVIDIA with their new Jetson Thor chip or whatever. So that's kind of what we're betting on, right? We're betting on this share price of RR to head higher based off of that. Weekly time frame, buyers showed up at support here at around low 5s, so looking good here. Daily time frame, again, remember, what are we? Are we in a bear market? Last I checked, we're not in a bear market. In a bear market, what do stocks do? They just keep going down. So there's no reason to be concerned right now. We're in a bull market. The best opportunities are going to be on dips. Like I said, I was buying other stock over RR. But if historical patterns are going to repeat, we should see this surge higher on Monday. So let's see if that happens. Because if that happens, like here, we're just going to have green day after green day after green day. So Monday, I'll be playing this stock on the lower time frames, looking to get in with. I'm going to chase with strategy. That's the difference between me and people who just throw money around. I'm going to chase with strategy. So I'll be ready for Monday to play the momentum. Because if we hold above 6 here, this is resistance. If we hold above 6, I mean the next move is back to 650, then 7. So let me mark those levels for you. So yeah, 7. Let me make that a small thin line. 7 and then 650. And if we can hold this here, let me make that big and nice and yellow. If we can, that's critical for today. If we can hold above this, then we should see continuation to 650, then 7, and then maybe even higher. So we're going to get that momentum. We're going to get a repeat of this here. A repeat of this. There's going to be plenty of opportunities. So I'm not concerned one bit. It moved away from me, whatever, 11%, not concerned. I'm going to play it either way. All right, Richtech Robotics. Let me just check their Twitter, because I do follow them on Twitter. I'm just curious to see if they've made any updates at all. Look who's in Vegas. Look who's in Las Vegas manufacturing facility getting assembled for. Jetson Thor. Thanks to NVIDIA for helping us secure initial orders. Together we're shaping a new era in service robotics. Coffee making robot at COD next for Black Ops. We are here in Vegas for Call of Duty next. That's very interesting. Like I said, we're going to see them everywhere. We're investing heavily into creating large robotic data collection centers here in the US. Here's why. Yeah. So that's another thing, guys. As America's dependency on robotics rises, data becomes critical. I think that's the biggest takeaway here. The biggest takeaway is we're going to need to replace humans with machine. This isn't if, it's a when. It's happening actually right now. That's why a lot of people have been getting laid off. They are being replaced by AI, physical AI, machine, whatever, etc., however you want to put it. I'm bullish on this long term. If you're holding long term and you don't care about the dilution that they like to do to raise funds, because obviously they need to raise funds, to build all these machines, expand, etc. Because if a company's building more robots, they're gonna need another warehouse, so to speak, another place to manufacture them, another place to build them, so to speak. So I want you to understand that they might dilute along the way. If it drops on dilution, take advantage of people's stupidity for selling because a company needs money. They're not public for no reason. So that's really the only quote unquote downside to this is they do need to dilute at some point to raise funds so they can continue growing. Other than that, I think it's fine long term. But if you're just playing the catalyst for the swing, be ready for Monday. Monday's going to be fun. Should be fun at least. Right now, there are very few robotic data centers in the US and China. There are 10 plus centers with 100 to 200 robots each generating data at massive scale. America must catch up. We plan to build large robotic data centers on US soil. And we know that Trump loves anything US. So this is why I am going to add end of day, small position, little starter position, like 100 shares, nothing crazy. But Monday is going to be the big day. That's when I'm going to really scale in. Again, I'm going to chase with strategy. So there you go, guys. If you're not following them on Twitter, give them a follow. Again, I'm going to wait till end of day to see how this closes. If I see this close above 6, I'll add 100 shares as a starter. Monday, I'll add big. That's when you guys will see. I'll be streaming live unless my voice is gone between now and Monday. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully, you guys let me know how many shares you got loaded. Again, I was buying the dip on Webull, BBAI. I'm looking at Apple calls because there's a bull flag on it. I was just focused on everything else but RR because I'm like, I didn't think it would start pumping now. I thought the pump would come on Monday once the exhibitions start. But it is what it is. Plenty of opportunity either way. Remember, we are in a bull run. In a bull run, you're going to get dips. Those dips are nothing more than opportunity. It's not like I'm chasing at highs, right? Well, at least I hope it doesn't gap up on me on Monday. Well, if it does, cool. I make some money, at least on the 100 shares that I'll be holding. But ideally, I would want it to not gap up so I can really load a big position down there, down here right now. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think. I know some of you are holding like 20, 30, 40,000 shares, which I think it's going to work out for you so long as you're willing to hold.